What's up, y'all? Welcome back to My Uncomplicated Life. It's your girl Terry, back with another video. And today I am talking about the importance of self-reflection and self-awareness. Because each and every one of us wants to be aware of ourselves, how we feel, how we communicate to others, how we're there for others, how we're there for ourselves, how we show up every day is very important. And where reflection comes in is really being able to pay attention, of what you do, paying attention to how you behave, what you say, what emotions you have at what time, and how you regulate those emotions. When you check in with yourself, it's like, okay, I'm being aware. I am knowledgeable. I know how I respond to this, how I respond to that. I know what I need to work on. I know what I already do well at. Awareness is very awesome, and it's important to be consistently aware as much as possible. Now we know for the Most High God, Yahweh, He knows all, sees all, He's omnipresent. For us as humans, we don't know all, we don't see every little thing. Obviously, that glory goes to God. But the least thing we can do is to be observant, observe our surroundings, observe what we do. Sometimes it can even take journaling, like we writing down, oh, this is how the day went, this is what I did, this is how it went, and all that. So observing ourselves, but also observing our environment, observing what's happening, what's going on, and being more aware of how things pan out. And I'm going to get a little more specific. So for self-awareness, it's good to have those check-ins. As I mentioned, you can journal your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. Also, it could be thinking deeper about situations before reacting. It could be like, oh, I want to eat something. Is it simply a craving? Or is it I actually need these nutrients right now? Like I really need these nutrients. I really could use something to fill up my belly. That's a good one to, as much as possible, to try to avoid overeating. Like, do you really need to eat the thing? Or is it just you're bored, or it's just a simple craving? That's one good example. An example for another person could be, let's say if, for example, you are in a conflict. So you're trying to resolve the conflict, have effective conflict resolution skills. And let's say you're looking at the other person. Maybe they are a little rowdy, upset, they're not calm, or whatever. It's good to try to observe that to see like, oh, I can see their facial expression. I can see their demeanor. I can see their body language. They are not, into conflict resolution right now. They want to stay in the conflict. They're upset. They need a moment to themselves. It's good to walk away for that moment as much as possible, to go somewhere else. Both people calm down. Even if, oneself is not calm, you're like, oh, I don't feel calm right now. Like, I feel like my heart's beating, or I feel like I want to go off. So it's like, what I'm saying? Let me walk away. Let me calm down too. Let them calm down. Because this is an escalated situation, or this is an irritating situation. So let's walk away and let's come back later. Not a silent treatment, but maybe we're communicating like, oh, I'm frustrated. I'm going to have to walk away because if we hash this out now, it's going to be ineffective versus if we come back later, we sit down, we discuss, we talk it through, talk about our feelings, emotions, what we were thinking, and all that. That is a very effective way to reflect, because instead of going through a conflict right away, it's like you're taking time to think, to reflect, and you're taking time to like really try and process what's happening. sensory details, what you've seen, how you feel as well, the more abstract details too. So, yeah, that's a really great way to be aware of what's happening and really being in touch with emotions, like allowing oneself to feel. You want to feel what's happening. You want to be in the experience. Sometimes that may be easier said than done, especially if you're kind of like fighting against the pressure, you're fighting against those feelings. You wishing the next moment can come up now. You're not wanting to be present in the moment. It's just like, oh, when it's gonna be over? Like, I'm ready to move on from this. But nah, things take time sometimes to process, to work through, and then it may be okay. Now it's time to progress from here. We've discussed it, we figured things out, solution has been made, or feelings have been processed, emotions have been expressed, so forth and so on. I know I talked about journaling. Also, even video diaries. If you ever want to do a video diary to kind of like record yourself talking and expressing how you feel, you may look at that same video diary a few weeks or months from the time you recorded it, and then you may be like, oh, I was really feeling this way. Okay, I can see how my mood has changed since then. I can see how things have progressed from here. I can see how I've gained more knowledge about the situation. I've understood more about emotional regulation, and right now I know that I can process things this way. This was effective, or changing this up, So comment below if you're good at self-reflection, if you're already used to it, or if it's something that you want to work on. You want to be more in touch with your emotions. You want to be more in touch with how you feel, reflecting your thoughts. You want to journal. You want to do video diaries, and even expressing it to other people, talking, having conversations, being more transparent, open, and vulnerable and honest to people who are close to you. Doesn't have to be the entire internet all the time or in general at all. It can be like, oh, I have this close-knit community. These are people I know I can definitely talk to when they're good times and times that are rough, in all situations, being able to bear one another's burdens and help each other through situations. That's always awesome too. So it's really great to have not just the sense of community, but like, having that community to really open up to. So I hope you all have a blessed day. Take care. I will see y'all in the next video. And remember, God is in control. God is all-knowing. God is all-powerful. Put your trust in Him. Period.